Well done.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
180.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Watch twist. Here we go. Alert 3. Hey, alert 3. Take that. 2 for 1.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Here we go. 120. 12.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Deuce. Tighten up.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
80 weapons.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open space.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Out of the gun, Goff.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers now on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target. And now it's second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 41 yards. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Rodgers going to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. After the sack on first down, Rodgers under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Goff going to throw it, sliding out of the pocket. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Get 300. Get 300. 24 is the mark. Bound to lose 1.
Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Hey, Charlie.
From the 44, Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
50.
First and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. To try again after the sack, Rodgers.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Let's go one more.
Back north. Easy.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
26.
And again, it's Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
We go tonight. Go 12. Let's go. 180.
Check 31. Check 31.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Goff escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
He's cracked.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A deep ball for Gurley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On 2nd and very short, Goff flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. 3rd down here. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Todd Gurley, 26 yards. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Rodgers now operating from the gun. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, Jones. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One back in the game. That's Jones. Second and goal.
Double time, double time. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. Third and goal. From the gun, Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. And
they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down LA.
First and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's get in there, let's get in there. Out.
Now Gurley. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
The tackle made by Kevin King.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Three down.
On second down at 4. Goff. And it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7.
The score, Packers 10, Rams 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey, check.
Ric Flair.
Check 25. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. He's checking. Crash.
76.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Move. We got four.
On second and inches. Goff forced it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zadarius Smith, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On the return is Irvin. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On second down, it's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. A 1st down and then some, 36 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, he sets up the screen to Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Crosby puts it through, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 31.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for LA. 62 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Black 20.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's gone. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Goff now looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it 3rd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll try the right side with Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Let's get it. 319. Hey, 626.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 73 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Now Crosby for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Packers 20, Rams 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Five.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Rush Super one. Turbo touch.
From the 50, it's gone. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Check 26. Turbo touch.
Here's Gurley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Come on. 180.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Gurley again here on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
20.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
From the gun, here's Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. First down, Packers.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
319.
On first down, Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
They run. It's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
On 2nd and 12, Goff steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Goff now to throw. And Owen coughed it up, and the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. He completes it to Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And now he'll tuck it and run. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Back to throw, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come out here in the eye. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Packers 27, Rams 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Shift. He's coming. We got double.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you've got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. B.J. Goodson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. Well, it would have been a long one, but that was the spot that they put themselves in, Charles, forcing him to try from long distance, and he comes up empty.
And you know what happens oftentimes when you're trying to kick a little bit beyond your range, you overkick it, right? Don't get all of it. In this situation, they cannot point fingers at him.